Café and Networking Podcast promotes entrepreneurs, startups, authors, and business experts throughout the world. I'm Tom Reaoch, an American known as the King of Networking, connecting people and speaking from my studio in Vinhedo, São Paulo, Brazil. Today we talk with Don Abad, and he's joining us from the Metro region, Cebu, in the Philippines. Don Abad is a creative consultant, speaker, founder of Sovereign Stories, which offers post-production solutions for values-focused filmmakers and content creators. Don is the host of 2 podcasts. His flagship show, Sovereign, is dedicated to discussing faith, family, and freedom. Don, what does it mean to be a sovereign human being?
Hey, thanks for having me again, Tom. Like I said before we hit record, that's like asking me to give you the meaning of life in 5 minutes. So I'll try to do my best because there's a lot of moving parts to it. So sovereign, probably one of the most underrated, yet I think one of the most vital ideas that we need to discover today. If you look at the Merriam-Webster definition, sovereign there means one that exercises supreme authority within a limited sphere or an acknowledged leader. I mean, they aren't wrong, but they're all just skirting different parts of the surface of what it really means to be sovereign. So to me, a sovereign human being is somebody who knows and lives by the fact that they have full control over their lives and are exercising that power for something bigger than themselves. And that comes down to maximizing 3 areas of their life. And you already touched on it there: faith, family, and freedom. I can go into what each of these 3 facets are, if that's okay.
Now, what we do, and we see that, and back to your word sovereign, we are responsible for who we are. And we should be responsible for what we are. That's in a world of 8 billion people. So we should have, and under what you say, we should have 8 billion sovereign persons.
Which is the challenge of each of our lives. And that's why I think dividing into these 3 elements is really the best way to really flesh out that definition according to you, your life, what you believe in. So just to break it down real fast. So faith. Now, I'm a Christian. I believe in God, and I know that not everybody shares my faith, but without going too deep into it, faith to me just means acknowledging your mortality and acknowledging that there are bigger forces at play, that there's a reason and a purpose that you've been put on this earth.
Right.
And I think everybody can come to that realization. And then family. I was blessed to grow up in a whole 2-parent household. So present parents, a strong father who protected and provided for us, a strong mother who nurtured and supported us. I also know that not everybody is in that same boat, but having a great family is something that, again, everybody can experience, because I think family doesn't always have to be in the blood, so to speak. You know, Fast and Furious, this ragtag team of guys and gals who aren't related, but they call themselves family. Your family is essentially your closest circle, the people you confide in, the people who have your back. And I think everybody needs a family, and to take care of that family, because no man is an island, and for sure no man or woman is an island either. No sovereign man or woman is an island. And then lastly, you've got freedom, another huge subject. But when you really drill down to the core of what it means to be free, it's not just doing whatever you want. That's a huge misconception of the word liberty or freedom. To me, true freedom comes in a pair: choice and then duty. So choice and duty. You're free to have, do, be whatever you want, but a life that's lived only for yourself, I think, is an unfulfilled life. And you got to have something more. And that's where duty comes in. Freedom's a power. And as that great Spider-Man quote goes, with great power comes great responsibility. So freedom allows you not just to achieve success in life, but also significance. So freedom allows you to pay it forward and make an impact and leave a legacy, and not just having all those superficial successes and material things. So just to put it together, no matter who you are, your background, your personality, whatever, if you exercise your faith, your family, and your freedom to their fullest expressions, you're a sovereign human being, and nothing you dream of is off limits. And I don't want sovereign to stay a textbook definition, but an ideal that everybody strives for. And if we have more people today who embrace their sovereignty, I think this world would look a little different. Let's just put it that way.
No, I think so. It's a really different way of looking at ourselves. And what woke me up to and attracted me to what you do is really how you portray what you just said. We tend to take the bits and pieces and the individual words that you mentioned of faith, family, and freedom, and they can come up at different times in life, during the day, whenever, but you sort of compact them together and bring that together under the definition of sovereigns. And for me, the striking thing is freedom, the freedom to think. And when we go back and see that they're talking about the influencers and how people are trying to impress other people with their own thoughts, I think of the three, I believe in faith, I believe in family. But what we do, what you do, and I try to do, is help people to keep thinking their own thoughts, have the freedom of expression. And that expression could be inside, could be mentally, but in what we're doing, we can vocalize that, promote that. And as we said, it's the world's 24/7, 8 billion people. I think that's part of our social responsibility.
Yes.
So now, Don, how can people find you?
Well, best way to reach me is through my Instagram. It's @RealDonAbad, @RealDonAbad, or my website, donabad.com. Send me a PM or DM, and I'll do my best to help you out any way I can. And my show, my podcast, Sovereign, you can find it on all podcatchers out there, Sovereign with Don Abad.
Very good. So Sovereign with Don Abad, the podcast. You can also find more information about Don Abad on LinkedIn, and it's Don Abad, DONABAD. He's in the Philippines, and his site is donabad.com. So, Don, thanks again for being part today.
Oh, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Tom.
Okay. Café and Networking is brought to us by Focus MI Market Intelligence, an agricultural market research specialist in Brazil. More information on the website, focusmi.com. Thanks for listening. Until the next time here at Café and Networking Podcast.